fresh, and it has different taste. Don't compare with the one.
I think why people prefer it is the price.
Despite having coastal line bordering the Atlantic Ocean and 8 fish-producing states, ironically, Nigeria cannot meet national demand. The country still depends on fish importation to meet most of its demand. High cost feed, cost of power, transportation, and other economic-related issues cause fish importation compared to counterpart countries. They have the advantage of producing in large quantities and at low prices because they have the advantage of a good economic overall.
The fish that is being imported is cheaper than our local fish here. And I stand to agree with them because I think their own economy over there is a bit better than ours here. The cost of our own production is only in this country that things go up and will to never come down. The moment they say a cost of feed is up, it doesn't come down again. It remains like that until only God will help us to be able to live up to that standard. I think why people prefer it is the price.
Why they prefer imported fish? The reason is this: the imported fish come from other country, come looking like it's cheap, and compared to the one being produced fresh and locally, made fish, and the cost of the production, is different. The locally made fish here in Nigeria can be far expensive than the imported one, and because of the cost of the production.
Despite the low price of imported fish, agriculturists advise the consumer to continue to patronize local fish. Some of the imported fish is chemically preserved on the sea for a long. Consumption of imported fish chemical preserve can affect health and cause cancer.
But when we check earth-wise, I think it is more advisable to eat what we have here in the country because we don't know what they use actually to preserve these things for them to be able to stay for days. I've been able to, I ate a lot of frozen fish while growing up, and the taste right now, the taste then compared to what I feel now, there are two things. You feel more of a natural one when you are consuming our own fish. Then you feel somehow. Earthwise, I would only suggest that it might be expensive, but it is okay to eat what is organically produced within the country than rely on the things that is being imported that will do more damage to our health than good.
Fresh, and it has different taste. Don't compare with the one they've keep in the in the cold room for so long, being preserved with so many chemical, and bringing it here, or the other country that have storage. When they want to offload or just move the product in the storage house, they look for where they can push it to in selling it in a very cheap rate. And the people that are very think smart say, oh, people in my country can eat this without mindful of the health implication. So they go into it and they bring into the country that have not developed, that have not even been smart to produce for themselves, despite the fact of the resources they have, both the all the resources that are available, both mineral and that. So they take it to the country and they start selling it. So because of the rate is coming from the other country, the country are trying to push out the waste or the old stock in their storage, and they decide to give it at discount rate and to give it to underdeveloped country, and the people will be happy thinking they are taking a very good meal into their system. Why is not? Because of the preservation and being staying for so long in the storage. You can't compare the nutrients with the locally fresh product or fish being produced here in Nigeria.
For more videos, subscribe, like, comment, and click on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you will get notified. The business players are making an effort to ensure that local fish are patronized by making sensitization on local consumption.
I went to speak to a few women about the hygiene in producing smoked catfish. A lot of people still believe that they want to eat that fish that somebody is hawking in the sun where flies are perched and all. You know, you have to tell them sensitization, creating more awareness for our locally produced plants or protein is very, very important. We are not doing enough. Take for instance, there was a day I was talking to somebody that will now grow mushroom. The person said, grow mushroom how? It's only in Oyibo land that I know that they grow mushroom. I said, we now grow mushroom here. So a lot of people don't even know that the things that we grow here are organic. They do more, they give more advantage to the body than the things that you eat, that is being imported, that has been chemicalized before they bring it to our space here. So I think we should create more awareness about the things that we grow here. And again, most importantly, probably have a dialogue with our government. If there are ways that we can be able to subsidize the cost of all of these inputs, it will go a long way. If government can also look into the agricultural space, I think most people are shying away from that space, concentrating more attention on the things that are important but not as important as eating healthy.
To educate the member of Nigerian to see the importance of what we are doing, and also to tell them the implication of what they have been eating in the past and that. So if they can stop, continue with the fresh one without, I'm talking about the price, being mind of the cost. It will make them to be live long, and the government are also trying to do the sensitization, both the state and the federal and the local. So we have different organizations in the industry that are also trying to sensitize people about what they consume.
There should be strategies and plans for improved fish production by giving subsidies on fishing inputs and giving loans for fisher folks and particularly youth. Mobilize youth and interested fisher folks through an enlightenment campaign. Train youth and adult fishers in responsible fishing methods. This support will encourage fishers to stay in the business, ease production, and boost local sales.